Welcome to my series Balloon Twisting for Beginners, where I teach you how to twist balloons like a pro. Hi, I'm Melanie from Balloon Artworks in Derbyshire in the UK. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fancy balloon sword with a handle. And we're going to be using, or I'm going to be using, one of these chrome 260s. So these are the balloons with the metallic finish and they do look great. And I'm also going to be using an onyx black 260 and I'll be telling you a bit more about the black balloons later on. So inflate your balloon fully, your chrome balloon if you've got one. These balloons, the chrome balloons, the metallic finish balloons, are a lot more expensive than the standard ones. So if you're at the stage where you're still finding your way, you don't want to spend a lot of money on the chrome balloons, then don't worry, use whatever colour you've got, but we're inflating this fully. The other thing about these chrome balloons is they're a little bit longer than the normal balloons. So you want to soften that a little bit and then tie. We're going to create a spiral with these two balloons. So line the balloons up. Now, when I showed you how to do this balloon spiral for the palm tree, we put a split here. And I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to show you how it works if you're not putting that twist there. So what you want to do is just move the balloons around each other. And the tighter you can get your spiral, the better. Okay, so just go very slowly and steadily. And when you get to the end here, just take hold of the two balloons together and twist two bubbles together. Okay, and so that's the blade for your sword. For the handle, I'm using a black 260, which I'm inflating to a tail of about 3 fingers or so. And tie, soften and tie. So when you're first starting out, these black onyx balloons can be a little bit tricky to work with. So if you experience more popping than you would normally have when you're twisting, don't worry, there's a chance that it's the black balloons. And they do tend to squeak more if they're rubbing against one another. There's more friction and you can quite easily pop them. So just be a little bit careful with them. And if you're working in a country that's very hot, then the black balloons can be very, very tricky, particularly if you're working outdoors. So twist off a bubble that is about 4 inches or so, followed by a small bubble of about 1 inch or a couple of fingers. Okay, fold the balloon over and make another bubble to match this one. Okay, so that's what you've got, and make sure that you're keeping hold of this first bubble. If you let go of this first bubble, everything will come undone. Okay, so fold the balloon over, take hold of that knot and twist everything together, okay? And take that knot and nozzle and pass it through. And now we can let go, because in doing that, we've secured everything in place, okay? Give your balloon a little bit of a squeeze just to soften it. So as I said before, your job as a balloon twister is to manage the air within your balloon. And if your balloon's starting to feel a little bit tight, a little bit full, then it's time to soften it and to send the air down into this end of the balloon where there's room for the air to go, okay? So if you're not doing that, you're likely to be experiencing quite a bit of poppage. So we want to make another bubble to match this one. So fold this over and twist off a bubble that's as close in size to this one as you can make it. And then twist another bubble of about 1 inch or 2 fingers. And then make another bubble to match this one. Okay? So That's what we've got. Hold on to this or it will come undone. Fold over and twist these together. Okay, so that's what you've got. And then we want to make another bubble to match this one. Okay. And then make another bubble of about 1 inch or 2 fingers. Hold on to this, don't let it go. And twist off another bubble. Okay? And then twist everything together. So actually there, you've got quite a good dagger if you wanted to make a dagger, okay? But that's not what we're making. Mine's fully inflated at the end here, so I'm just twisting off a little bubble at the end, finding my scissors, just popping the end. If you pop the whole balloon without putting that twist in at the end, then you could split this bubble all the way down if it pops too fast and find that you've not got enough excess to tie off the knot, and then all your work here could come undone. Then take this bit of excess, wrap it around one of the pointy bits here and just tie a knot, okay? And then you can pull that tightly, and then you can take your scissors or your quick cutter, whatever you're using, and just trim off the excess, okay? So that's what we've got. So next, take the 2 bubbles from your sword and put them together with your handle. You just grab everything and just twist it all together. Okay, and position the bubbles so you've got one sticking out here and you've got one at the front here. There you've got your hilted sword. Okay? So remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future balloon lessons, my balloon twisting tutorials for beginners, and I'll see you again in the next lesson.